Beautiful day, unlimited sparkle. You're watching Liv Unbound and Liv Kissper. And let's talk about something that's really worth talking about, and that's our worth. Because almost every time when we feel stopped or limited, or we feel some fear, deep inside is a deep feeling that we are feeling unworthy somehow, that we are not good enough. We want something, but we're just not good enough. And so today I want to invite you on looking at this a little differently, and how do we really find that self-worth? Because self-worth, what is it? When you think about it, we think that we have to be in a certain way, we have to do something to be, to have that value. But self-worth or worthiness is actually not about who you are, but it's about the choices that you make every day. It's about being in action with what really ignites your soul. And I think that this is what most people miss. So we are home and we are scared and we procrastinate and we run our lives by all these stories in the background that we can't and we're not good enough, and we're listening to all these stories, so we just live day to day and we ignore that deep push or that deep pull from our souls that deeply whispers and tells us that there is so much more we can offer to the world, so much more that we can experience. And so worthiness, essentially, it's not even part of reality, because you are invaluable. I've never seen a baby being born and the doctor would say, this baby is worthy, this one is worthy. No, not this one. This one is not worthy. See, we are all born invaluable, worthy. It's beyond any value. But how we feel inside is determined by the choices that we make every day, the choices that you make about your life. And when you are in action and you being inspired by doing what you really know that you need to be doing in this world, then you feel worthy because you're doing something worthwhile. What would a worthwhile conversation look like to you? What would a worthwhile moment look like to you? Would it be talking about the weather or discussing some things that are not even part of my personal reality? Those moments that are worth living for are those moments of connection and truth and depth and inspiration and connection and love. And the best way how to feel unworthy is just to do what everyone else is doing. Because this whole reality is a total setup for you. I want to be fully in this, the whisper that's inside of me that tells me that there is so much more I can be doing and enjoying and experiencing and creating. And when I'm not doing that, I go into the downward spiral that tells me like, oh, well, the life is kind of, like I can't really do it, or I've done it and I failed. I've done something wrong. I can never do it like other people, not good enough. It's just a thought. Any feeling comes with a thought behind it, and those thoughts are just not real. They are very not even unreal. They are the opposite of truth. The truth is that you are worthy, you are beyond any value, and that is determined by your action, by your choices that you make every day. It's not like you have to say to yourself some affirmation in the mirror. If you tell yourself affirmations about how worthy you are, how long this is gonna last for? When you have a deep belief inside that's not true anyway. And that belief comes from your action, from your choices. When you make choices despite of your fears and despite of your stories, then it's like, you feel good, you feel inspired every day. You wake up in the morning, you feel inspired because you know that today you're not going to be listening to that voice inside that tells you that you're not good enough. You can't do it because there are so many obstacles. And all these excuses that come up, all these excuses are there for you to feel unworthy. If you listen to the excuses, you'll be feeling unworthy. if you stop listening to them, you start making choices from within you, from your true self, and being in action. And that's inspiring. And you know, I can't do it alone. So all I can say is get someone who can really support you in that. You know, get either group of people who are also inspired, who are, you know, it really takes action. I'm not saying doing a big step, like, okay, now I need to do this big thing. But, you know, little by little, if you can take a little step every day, get some support, you know, be part of a group, or get a coach, get someone who's been there, who's done it in whatever area. And then just being inspired by this energy, because, you know, little step by little step, taking action, and the choices that you make every day essentially determine who you are. And when I work with my clients, that's the hardest part, to go deep and change their identity. And their identity is only based on the choices they make every day. And it's the most worthwhile thing to do, because it's your life. You have one life here, and there is so much inside of you that wants to be expressed and that wants to come out. And all that bullshit about unworthiness, I can't even say that. It's what does that even mean? Thank you for watching. I know I've been a little silly with this, but I feel very strongly about it, because I see it over and over, going down the spiral, you know, the downward spiral. And I've had that in my life many times as well. And then luckily always something happens that wakes me up. So I wish the same for you, over and over, and until we can realign with the choices that are really good for us, that are worthwhile. What conversations you want to have that are worthwhile, what moments in your life you want to create that are worthwhile. Those choices will make you feel worthy, you unlimited, invaluable sparkle.